Felicity from GetYourRockOut, and I'm talking to Grog from Dying So Fluid. How are you doing today?
I'm doing very well, thank you. It's a sunny Los Angeles day.
How lovely. You see, you're saying this, and I'm looking outside. It's pitch black. It's been cold all day. You're definitely in the right place right about now.
That's good to know.
Definitely. And I think it must have been at least a year and a half since we spoke to you last, actually, which is quite a shocking amount of time indeed.
Oh my God, how time flies.
Yeah, doesn't it just? And yeah, I mean, originally we were kind of going to have this chat to talk about Altfest a bit, but obviously now Altfest is no longer, and so I think that, we maybe won't spend too much time chatting about that.
No, because there's not too much to talk about, really. I mean, it's been a bit of an emotional roller coaster at the moment because, I mean, things are going pretty well in the Daiso Fluid camp, but we're just, we're totally gutted that now we won't be able to come over and appear at Ortfest and kind of regroup with our fans and everything. I guess that's on hold till we do another UK tour for now.
Yes, yeah, that makes a lot of sense, and I think it's really, really sad, obviously, that you don't get to come back here, and I think that a lot of bands have found it's been really difficult because they've had all these plans of things that are going to happen, and then of course it's just not happening.
Yeah, well, I mean, luckily for us, I was coming over anyway because we're going on tour in Finland shortly after. So yeah, which I'm really looking forward to. So for me, luckily I can still use my flight, but for some bands, who've made travel arrangements with non-refundable tickets and everything, it's just a nightmare, and you've booked people to work as well, and you have to cancel all that, and bands and everything. I mean, the repercussions are endless, and, that's just the bands. I mean, ticket holders, it must be a nightmare as well, because they make travel plans, and, it's just really bad, but what can you do? You have to just move on. I don't really agree with all these people who are hurling abuse at the organisers. I don't think that achieves anything.
No, not at all. And I know that everybody's saying that certain things have happened and certain haven't, and so and so and so and so.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I do think that they obviously tried their best. I mean, they didn't want it to fail.
No, I think they were probably a bit naive about certain things. I think probably they booked way too many bands and they got in over their heads, But, at the same time, they tried to do something, and I think it's way better in life to try to do something and fail than to not do anything. So, I just kind of feel sorry for them, really.
Well, I would wholeheartedly agree with you on that score, and it's nice that you're not just throwing abuse at them.
I was a bit shocked, actually, some of the stuff that's been written on their Facebook page. I was like, oh my God. These are weird people. Anyway, let's not go down that road.
No, let's leave it that there are some horrible people out there.
Yeah, well, I think some people think Facebook gives you license to just write whatever the hell you want and sort of retain some kind of anonymity, but they're forgetting that they're not anonymous. And they probably regret it. I mean, they've probably done these things in the heat of the moment, and then the next day they're like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that.
I really hope that you're right, and I hope that these people have that much of a conscience.
Yeah, they're probably all just bastards. They are out there. Let's face it.
Yeah, sadly there are. I think Blabbermouth is kind of shows you that very well.
Mm. Ooh. That sounded like you meant something in particular, but I probably won't let you tell me what that is.
No, I just find that with Blabbermouth, the amount of abuse I get for being female and daring to interview metal bands is enormous.
Really?
Oh yeah, people hate it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but no, I've had quite a lot of I want to punch her in the face, and I'm just like, oh, that's nice of you, thank you.
Charming. Oh
yeah,
my God.
know.
I didn't realise that there was kind of an anti-female thing going on Blabbermouth.
Well, it only seems to be with certain genres within the rock and metal thing.
Mm.
So I think unless you're kind of looking at that kind of stuff, you wouldn't notice it, because on other sides it works perfectly.
Yeah.
And people really appreciate it. It's just weird. The internet is a very strange place when it comes to people's opinions.
Yeah, I know that Blabbermouth has been a bit of a free-for-all for abuse I mean, it's almost like a joke, and people try to outdo each other in the comments. But I thought they were trying to kind of clamp down a bit on that more recently.
Yeah, I think they have. I think they've kind of tied it into Facebook, so you've got to be logged in on Facebook, and that shows up when you comment.
Oh yes, so you can see who it is. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a
well,
bit.
Just ignore them. They're idiots.
Yeah, they are. They really are.
That's what I say.
They're all idiots.
Yeah.
Brilliant. But yeah, I mean, you guys, I think you've had some kind of problems when it comes to getting over to the UK. I think on a few occasions with, various people messing you around. Does that kind of thing put you off coming over here, or are you still just as determined to get out here?
Well, it's weird for us because Drew and Al still live in the UK. So
yeah.
They're there, but I'm here, and obviously that's thrown up its own kind of problems. But
yeah,
Daiso Food always adapts, and that's what's amazing about the band. When I look at it, we've stayed together for so long, and our bond is so strong that nothing ever stops us developing and moving forward. But yeah, I mean, there's a good question right now because I'm feeling disillusioned with the UK. Obviously not with our fans. Our UK fans are amazing, and they always, they've stuck by us through thick and thin. But I just feel sorry for them, really, because I just feel the cancellation of Orkfest is an indication of what's going on, and I just think it's very hard to do anything cool right now over there. I just think it's just everyone's really cynical, everyone's desperate, and people are just fucking each other over left, right, and centre. And it's depressing. This is supposed to be art, and we're supposed to support one another, and I'm not seeing that. So it's sad for me, really, because obviously I'm from England, and I hate to see that happening. And I think it'll probably turn around eventually, but it's a weird time, So yeah, we've had some bad experiences, and it doesn't make me. It sort of doesn't make me want to run back to England right now and play. It makes me want to wait a while and bide my time, and then come back in a glorious, with a glorious tour, and do something really special. I don't want to just. I mean, people have suggested we come over and do something to make up for it, do a random gig or something, but it's so close to the time. I don't want to sort of throw something together. I want to do something special when I come back. So yeah, that's kind of my attitude at the moment. And we've just embarked on a US-based campaign because we feel like we want to do a lot more work here, and that we have a lot more fans to discover over here. So it's worldwide, but it's just the publicity guys are based here, and I live here now, so it just it makes sense for us to do more work here for a change. So yeah, hopefully that will bring a new, fresh kind of positivity to things, and then maybe we'll bring a bit of that over with us next time we come over.
That's a nice way of looking at it, and I am sorry for the entire country that you feel that way, but I don't think that you're the only one by a long shot. I think a lot of people have got that feeling going on. Do you get that sense anywhere else that you've been or you're heading to lately, or is it just the UK at the moment?
I get the impression that various European countries, I can't speak, European countries are suffering in similar ways, maybe Germany. There's kind of an overwhelming influx of bands, which is making things difficult, I think, for labels, and so there's a kind of like confusion of how to move forward, and everyone's overwhelmed, I think.
But no, I think that kind of all makes a lot of sense. And I really, really hope that it improves soon. When it comes to what you've seen of the US side of things, what's the state of the music scene over there at the moment?
I think it's a much bigger rock scene in general. Right. I think, like, bitchiness and stuff exists everywhere, and competitiveness. So, there's always stuff to look out for, but I think a band like us stands to do better here right now, you know.
Yeah.
And there's still a passion for music here, you know, and I feel like people are a bit more open to rock in general, whereas in England, the radio's kind of been taken over a lot by, you know, mainstream. And that makes it really tricky, you know, especially if you're a bit more of an alternative band, you know. Whereas here, I think you're a little bit nearer to getting heard, you know.
Fair enough. Well, I really, really hope that the kind of US focus really works for you guys. I really do. And yeah, I mean, obviously we're hoping to get you back here for a full tour soon, but I know it's probably not likely to happen in the next few months.
We hope to, after Finland, we hope to just concentrate here and do touring from November onwards, and then we'll kind of see where that takes us. And also we have this label interest at the moment, so kind of anything could happen in the next few months, and it's quite exciting. And I'm just keen to stay positive no matter what goes on.
Fantastic. I think that's a really good way to do it. And yeah, I mean, we've not actually spoken about the opposites of light.
Oh my God.
I know, right? What's going on? You guys must be so proud of it.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, we are, because, you know, I think it's the best music we've recorded in our careers so far, and it's really great that the response to it has been so wonderful, and that the songwriting has been, you know, the quality of it has been commented on so much.
Yeah.
And also the performances. I mean, we just really put heart and soul into it, and we hope that everyone, you know, can see that, and that we reach everyone, you know.
Yeah, definitely. And like all the reviews I've seen, I mean, they've been really good. And I've seen a lot of people saying a lot of positive things. And have you felt the same from kind of press and fans alike?
Yeah. It's weird. It's just such a strange time for music. I definitely felt that people who have listened to it, you know, in its entirety and really given it some time, they're the ones who truly appreciate it. I feel like I can almost tell who hasn't really listened to it and who has. Because people are very short on time these days, you know, and they have short attention spans as well. And we've tried to do something that has real substance to it, and I think you have to give it some time and allow yourself to really, you know, get into it. And then you kind of get taken on this journey with it. And, you know, I'd like to say to people, it's worth doing that. You know, I know that most people are getting used to accepting that bands put out, you know, singles or whatever, or albums that have like 2 strong tracks maybe, but this is something different that we used to do in the old days. Like make full albums where every track's listenable. So I'm kind of
Brilliant.
but there is some truth to that, and so give it a listen.
I think you're wholeheartedly right there, actually. I think a lot of people are in such a rush to get something out that they just put something out. And they're like, oh, we have a couple of good songs, and so we'll just put them out.
Yeah, and there's a demand as well. There's a kind of demand now because of the internet, the speed of communication, that people are like, oh, that's cool, and what are you doing next? Talking about the new music, and the new music is coming out now. It's really bizarre. Everyone's like, and on to the next thing. So people could stand to just, you know, take a breath and stand still for 5 minutes and really kind of get to grips with something. Maybe they'll find a depth to it.
No, definitely. I really, really hope that the kind of music scene gets back more to that way, and that people start to appreciate that more than they do. I think their their attention spans at the moment are so short that, you know, it's really, really difficult.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's so much attention to just style over content, and I think that has to turn around sooner or later, you know.
Yeah. No, I really, really hope that you're right. And I mean, you're going to be kind of focusing on the US for the next couple of months. And how about the next year? Are you even looking at touring plans, or are you basically just working on this year at the moment?
Well, I'd like to continue touring, maybe jump onto another tour from whatever we start with in November. Because it's a big place, you know. That's just how it is. Like, you have to be prepared to do a hell of a lot of touring to break America. So yeah, I see it as an ongoing thing, but not to ignore other places. You know, I mean, I hope we'll still be able to do European tours. I think maybe that's the way forward, is to include UK in a European tour, but do several dates. You know, it's kind of a more effective way of doing it too, and then you can make a much bigger thing out of the whole tour in general too, and maybe that's the way forward. I'm just kind of telling you my thoughts as I have them right now, but that makes sense to me, you know. It's because people think of me as being English and forget that I live 6,000 miles away, so it's it's difficult. Like, I have to get a plane over, and it costs money, and you know, so you have to consider all of these things when we tour, and we have to get together and rehearse as well before we do a tour. So we have to try and find the best way to do it, so we can do the best tour we can.
Fantastic. And you were also kind of mentioning label interest before, and so kind of what's going on there? What's happening with that?
It's all a mystery. Well, I can't really say very much about it. I'm sworn to secrecy.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, there's definite label interest, and we're kind of excited about it. I mean, you know, we're like DIY band, and everyone regards us as that, you know, very independent, and we are kind of staunchly independent, but I just don't want to be the world's best secret forever, you know.
Yeah,
and we could do with a bit of help. I think it's, you know, it's not bad to ask for some help now and then when you need it.
No, and like it's all very well to say, you know, yes, we're very independent, but at the same time, if being independent would actually limit you in some ways, and you've got the potential to do something different, then, you know, I mean, that's just common sense.
Yeah, and to us, it's just a way of reaching more people to hear our music. You know, that's all it's about. So yeah, we'll see what they offer. But it could be very exciting. So yeah, we'll see. I'll keep in touch with you and let you know.
Yeah, that will be good. I'm looking forward to seeing where things go. It'll be interesting.
Yeah, well, if it enables us to do bigger tours, I'm sure everyone will be happy about it in the end. You know.
Yeah, definitely. And like, you'll always have a couple of people complaining whatever decision you make.
Yeah.
And you're going to make everybody 100% happy 100% of the time. And if you do, then you're probably doing something wrong.
Yeah. Wise words, Felicity.
Yeah, to be honest, it's the only excuse I have for making people angry.
I like it.
Thank you so much for taking the time to chat today. It has been such a pleasure, as per usual.
Well, you're welcome. Thank you.
I hope that we can wait to see you over here, but I really, really hope that we do see you soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I hope that the rest of the year works out really, really well for you.
Thank you. Yeah, I hope we can just all like move past all these things that have been going on, you know, and look forward to a brighter future.
Definitely. And I think that, you know, I mean, they always say what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And so in times like this, you can keep kind of rolling out the cliches until you believe them.
Yeah, Jesus, I must be Wonder Woman by now then. Well, I'll go off and put on my leotard and magic boots, and and I look forward to reconvening with you at some point soon.
I like that thought a lot. I will look forward to that.
All right then. Take care.
Well, thank you so much. You too, and see you soon.
All right then. Cheers.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.